Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel W3 Runs. And once again, I'm back with a new project related Tkinter GUI development. And today in this project, we are going to build this currency converter. As you can see, if I pass any amount such as 14, then I select from currency. Suppose I want to select USD. Then I want to convert 14 USD to INR. Then if I press convert button, as you can see, it returns the amount according to the conversion rate. At the same way, if we select euro and if I convert 14 euro to INR, it's return the amount. So from the predefined currencies, you can select any of it and you can return the result. Instead of INR, if you want to return euro from Japanese yen to euro, you can see the result. So this is what we are going to build today. So without wasting your time, let's start the practical. Before we start coding, let me introduce you something. If you want to learn Python Tkinter GUI development from the very beginning, then you can check out this course on Udemy. Till today, it's come with 7 projects, and time to time I'm going to update new projects on it. It's come with more than a 10 plus hour on demand video and 69 downloadable resources. With that, if I talk about course content, first we are going to learn Tkinter window management, then we are going to learn about wizards, we are going to learn about layout management, then we are going to learn advanced wizards, Tkinter event handling, variable data binding, working with dialog boxes, toolbars, how to add images, then themed wizard TTK, then Python object-oriented programming and how we can apply object-oriented programming in GUI. Then we learn how we can convert our GUI into exe, executable file. Then after that, I'm going to cover all the projects one after another. So this course is hot and new course on Udemy about Tkinter GUI development with Python. Just check out this course for once. If you think it's quite beneficial for you, then you can enroll this course. I will provide the link at my description. So finally, we are in my Visual Studio code editor. At first, I'm going to import Tkinter module. So here I'm going to type import Tkinter as TK. With that, I want to import message box and TTK. So here I type from Tkinter import TTK and message box. Next, I'm going to create the Tkinter window. So I type root equal to tk.tk class. After that, I'm going to assign a title. So I type root.title currency converter. Next, I'm going to define the geometry. So I'm going to type root.geometry 400 by 250. And I'm going to run the main loop. So I'm going to type root.main loop. Next, I'm going to define the dictionary for the fixed exchange rate. So before the root window, here I'm going to type, here I'm going to create a dictionary. And our dictionary name is exchange rate. And in this dictionary, according to the dollar, we set other exchange rates. We set other currency rate, such as our first key is USD and our first value is $1.0. According to the USD value, if we exchange it into euro, we can get 0.92 euro. At the same way, if we convert it into INR, means rupee, then we can get 87.10 rupees. At the same way, for British pound, we get 0.78 pound. And for Japanese yen, we can get 146 yen. For this example, I'm not going to use any API to get the current value of the exchange rate. So I use the fixed exchange rates. Now after define the geometry, I'm going to create a label. So I'm going to type tk.label and we place this label into root window and our label text is amount and our font color is Arial and I pack this label. Next, I'm going to take an entry field, amount entry field. So I'm going to type amount underscore entry equal to tk.entry. In this entry field, we are going to put the amount and we place this entry field into the root window and our font size is 12 pixel. Then I'm going to pack this entry field. So I type amount entry dot pack method. After that, we need to create a combo box to select the currency. I want to say we need to select our first currency. Suppose if you want to convert USD to INR, then first you need to select the USD dollar. Then first you need to select the USD. For that, from this list, from this dictionary we need to select the particular key. So first I'm going to create a label. For that, tk.label, and our label text is from currency, and I pack this label. After that, we need to create a combo box. So I'm going to define a variable from underscore combo. From underscore combo equal to ttk. Here I use ttk module, ttk class dot combo box. Then inside the quotation, I'm going to place it in a root window, root and now. And for values, here we are going to use this dictionary. Basically here we need to display all the keys of these values such as USD, EUR, INR, GBP and JPY. For that, I'm going to type exchange rate dot keys method. This one. Exchange rate dot keys method give you all the keys of the dictionary. And as you know, a dictionary doesn't return a normal list. It returns a direct key object. But we need a normal list. We need to turn it into a normal list. For that, I am going to use list method, list, and I'm going to move it inside the round braces. Let me show you how. And I'm going to pass comma. Now it's going to return the exact list items. Now it's work as a list. Next, I'm going to define the font of this list box. So I type after comma font equal to Arial and font size is 12 pixel. After that, I'm going to pack this combo box. So I'm going to type from combo dot pack method, and I'm going to save this file. For now, if I run this code in my terminal, now you can see first we have a label amount, then we have an entry field. Here we are going to put the amount. Then we need to select the from currency, and you can see a combo box. And if I open it, and you can see in our drop down we have USD, Euro, INR, British pound and Japanese yen. So from here we can select our currency. So at the same way we need to create another combo box. So for now I'm going to kill the terminal and I'm going to select this section and duplicate that section. And I'm going to replace the text of the label. I'm going to make it to currency, and also I'm going to make it to combo. And we don't need to change anything else. Next, I'm going to define a function, and our function name is convert currency. So here I'm going to type the function name def, and our function name is convert currency. And inside this one, I'm going to type pass, and I'm going to save this file. Now I'm going to define a button that's going to trigger the convert currency function. So here I'm going to define a button tk_class.button, and I place this button in a root window, and our button text is convert, and I command this method convert currency, and our button text is Arial and size is 12, and I set a background color to this button which is light blue, and then I pack this button, and I'm going to save this file. After that, I'm going to create a label that's going to print the result. For that, here I'm going to type result label equal to tk label, and we place it in a root window, and for now our label text is blank. We do not put anything. Then I'm going to pack this label. So here I'm going to type result label.pack method, and I'm going to save this file. So whenever we press the button, then it's going to call this function convert currency, and it's going to convert the currency and it print the value at that label. Basically in that function we are going to configure this label to print the value. So let's jump into the convert currency function. But before, I'm going to show you how our interface look like. So if I run this code in my terminal, this is how our interface look like. First we need to pass the amount, then we need to select the currency. Suppose if I select euro and I want to convert the euro into INR, then after pass the currency, suppose 234, if I press convert, it's going to display the value, the result at that label. And for now our label is blank, and when I press the convert button, it's going to print the value. So let's back to the function convert currency. Now at first inside this function I'm going to remove pass, and then I'm going to use try block. try, try. Then inside the try block, at first we need to get the value from the input field, the entry field. So I'm going to define a variable, and our variable name is amount. Amount equal to amount entry dot get method. So using dot get method, we get the amount entry. Suppose if we pass anything, suppose 2.35, in that case our amount entry would be a float variable. To resolve the problem, here we use float method. Now it's going to convert it into a floating value. So after get the amount from the entry field, we need to extract the from currency from the combo box. So here I want to type from underscore currency equal to combo from underscore combo dot get method. So whatever value we select from the combo box, we get the value and save it in that variable from currency. At the same way, we need to extract to currency. So I'm going to type to currency equal to to underscore combo dot get method. After get the from currency, at the same way we need to extract the to currency from the to combo box. Now if the from currency and to currencies exist, so I type if from currency and to currency, then inside this if condition, we need to convert the amount. At first, we need to convert this currency into USD. So if both the currencies are exist, then I want to convert it into USD amount. So I'm going to type USD underscore amount. USD amount equal to, I'm going to divide amount divided by, here I'm going to pass the exchange rates, and inside the square braces I'm going to pass from currency, and next we need to convert the USD currency into target currency. For that I'm going to define another variable converted equal to USD amount multiply by existing rates. Inside the round braces we need to pass the to currency value. After that, we need to print the converted value into the label. For that, we need to configure the label. So here I'm going to type result label dot config. Then inside the round braces, and I want to config the text option. Text equal to, I'm going to use f string. Then inside the double quotes and inside the curly braces, first I'm going to print the amount and the from currency equal to. Then I'm going to print the converted value. Then I'm going to print the converted amount. So inside the curly braces, I'm going to type converted variable. But there is a problem. If converted value return a decimal number such as 83.10555, then I don't want to print this amount of number in that place. I want to print only 2 digits after decimal point. For that we need to convert this floating point value. For that we need to work on this floating point value. We are going to use format specifier. So here after converted, I'm going to type :dot to f. Dot to represent 2 decimal place, and f display the fixed point number in decimal. After that, I want to print inside the curly braces to underscore currency, and I'm going to save this file. After that, we need to handle the else part. Else, inside the else block, I want to show an error message if it is not work perfectly. For that, I'm going to type message box dot show error, and it's an error window. Please select currencies. If we do not select any of the currencies such as to currency, otherwise from currency, it's going to throw this error message. Also in our except block, we need to handle the error. Let me show you. Except value error. Then inside this except block, I want to show an error message. Here I'm going to type message box dot show error message, and our error message is enter a valid amount. If we do not enter a valid amount, if we pass any characters such as A, B, C, D, it's going to throw an error. Now we are almost done. So let's save the file and run this code in our terminal. So after save the file, I'm going to run this code in my terminal, and as you can see, this is our currency converter application. First, I'm going to enter amount 12 and I want to convert it into USD to INR. If I press convert button, as you can see, it's written the value according to the currency rate. At the same way, if you want to convert it into British pound, then press convert, you can see the value. Now, instead of passing 12, if we pass a, then what? Then if I press convert button, it's going to throw an error. Enter valid amount, because it's not a valid amount. Now if I pass 13 and convert this amount to INR to British pound, you can see the result. So our currency converter work very fine. I hope now it's clear for you. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.